DC here. Hi guys and gals. Well, I'm going to take this off so I can see. I'm walking out with Mrs. DC and we're taking a bit of air. She's been now close to a week with the second eye done. And things are going well, aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah. So it's not like we can't walk outside right now, but you know how it is right now with the whole coronavirus story. People are being told to be more careful, and you can feel it when you're walking out. Like people are kind of looking, they say hello, but everybody like moves to the side as they walk along. Oh well, make of it what you want. I guess that we're stuck with it right now, so we might as well hope that it gets over as fast as possible. Yeah. So I did mention in a vlog, I think the last one, just quickly, but that there were going to be announcements, and yes, the schools over here are closed until April 30th. That's kind of a long time, isn't it? Let's just hope that things get better quickly. So as we're walking along, over there's some houses that you've seen many times. So we're just kind of slowly on our way home. Mrs. DC, so tomorrow you're off to Lausanne.
Yeah.
She's going to have a test, so it's going to be kind of interesting on the one hand to hear of her experience, how it's going to be in the train.
Yeah.
Because they're making a big story about how far you have to stay away from people, and then so we're taking tickets in the first class so that she can be as far away as possible so that nobody comes up to her.
Maybe I will not be the only one to think this.
Yeah, that's actually it's kind of amusing in a way. I say it in that way because the Swiss are not people that talk that much, so it kind of fits in mostly. I mean, a lot of them won't really care sitting far away from one another. I don't know. Yesterday I was at the grocery store, and I went and did the groceries, and they said to do them early so that oh, look at the sun. Let me try and move it over this way. Move over here so that I can.
You have the sun right there.
No, but I don't have the sun on the lens this way. So yeah, at the grocery store they told us go early, to keep away from the crowd. Well, everybody decided to do the same thing. So I was telling Mrs. DC, I usually go early on Saturdays, and this time I was early on Saturdays with everybody else. So, but everything that was long-lasting, like long-lasting bread and so on, it was gone.
8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, but it was already from yesterday evening, from what I heard. Nothing was left. All the food that was long lasting was gone. There was no chicken, for example, either in one of the stores. A lot of the pasta had been taken. You can actually see what people consider necessary. Like, for example, the fancy pastas were still there, but Okay, so I'm back. I have don't quite an idea when the battery died because the sun was in my eyes and I didn't notice, as usual, that the battery was going to die. But this time it died on me. So yeah, I was talking about the grocery stores and the pastas and stuff like that, and we were saying it was interesting. I was alone, but I was telling Mrs. DC after, you can see which pastas people consider are vital. It was the macaronis, the spaghettis. Strangely enough, I was surprised with that. There was no problem having, because we wanted to get lasagna pasta because we ran out. You'd think people will want to make things like lasagna and stuff like that because you can spread the food over many days, especially if people think they're in a wartime ration type period. Anyway, having said all that, it was quite interesting. There was no eggs. I went to 3 different stores just to see. We had like 10 eggs left, but there were no eggs, nowhere to be found. I mean, and flour was running out. And on the news, and I mean in the main distributors were saying, people, chill out. We have enough food in our warehouses. You know, but the thing is, like, the store owners, I mean the chains were saying, well, you know, as soon as we fill up the shelves, people come in and take everything. We just, and again they were saying, but chill out, we've got enough. But you know, people are right now saying, we want to get something, and in case that they tell us we can't go out, we want to have enough at home. Oh, anyway, that's just the way it is right now, but it's not a very comfortable situation in that respect. I was surprised a little bit. I mean, I knew that people would overreact, but I didn't expect that they'd overreact. Oh yeah, toilet paper. But actually, toilet paper is a problem over in, I think in America already as well. But we still have enough. Yeah, so that's one of the things that one has to be careful about. Yeah. So, yeah. So anyway, it's one of these situations where you just kind of hope it'll be over soon. Yeah. So like I said, school's end of April. That brings us into May, and I'm getting a little bit frustrated. Mrs. DC could already feel it, because I had to cancel one trip to Ireland. These are business trips, and by the way, I'm not doing vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a business trip. And it just happens, luckily, that there's things to do in the evening on that business trip. And with friendly people. Anyway, having said that, I'm wondering how long this is going to last, because I might end up having to cancel 2 business trips in a row. Who knows? Maybe even more. So, I don't know. I mean, it's really weird what's going on in Spain. I might have to cancel that trip as well, which I had a trip coming up for Spain. Yeah. Crazy times. Anyway, so I guess that I will be signing off with Mrs. DC. I think the main thing I should say is she's doing well.
Yep.
And we're both doing well, actually. So let's hope it keeps that way. And I'll be DC and the missus signing off. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. And I'll just close this thing. I often have problems closing it. Sometimes I'll just turn around, show you Mrs. DC, and close it.